Hello, hello. Waiting for people to come on in so we can start this interview. Hello. Just waiting on Mr. Menendez rather. Hello, hello, hello. Waiting on Mr. Menendez right now. He should be joining us very soon. Waiting for him to pop up here. Okay. Let me make sure. Send this email. All right. Lamont, what's going on? Not too many people's joined just yet, but we are waiting for Wade to jump on in here, and we're gonna get this interview going. Wade, what's up, brother? There he is. To it.
Good. What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Oh, let me get my little camera together.
You got the camera together?
All right, we good. We in here. But
How you doing, man?
everything is well, man. Everything is well. How's
Man,
everything?
everything is great. Everything is great. Thank you for jumping in on this, man. I know how busy you are. I know how is everything going. As you can see, some people's waiting for you to drop a little knowledge to them, and I putting the pressure on, right? Putting the pressure.
I'm over here trying to wake up, bro. It's been a long day.
Oh, really? It's been a long day?
Brother, yes, it has been.
Now, where are you at? You in Maryland, though?
I'm in Maryland. Yeah, I'm in Maryland, right outside of Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I actually just got off not too long ago. So yeah, we here, you know what I'm saying? So we just here just to converse, man, just to talk.
That's all it's about, man. That's all it's about. That's what we do it. So yeah, the thing is, I came up with this concept just to talk to some people of influence, people that I thought will be able to add some good value to people. 2020 has been absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And I think people would really walk away with some valuable points to talk to people like yourself, people that I feel are doing some great things in the community, just doing things in their life. And to be able to have just real, genuine conversation about them and provide some inspiration. That's it. I saw you live with Charissa Monroe, who's a good friend of mine, a couple of months back. You probably don't remember.
I've been doing so many lives, bro.
I know, man. You gave me a face like trying to remember. And I said, remember.
All right. Yeah, but it's all right. It's all right.
You know how we act like we remember, but we don't? Yeah, Charissa. Yeah, man. Which is interesting because Charissa Monroe is going to be my next guest. That's Dr. Miles Monroe's daughter.
Oh, okay. Now you talking about So I was on a Zoom call. She was yes. So it was a Zoom call that she was like the speaker for, but I was on like the paper, it was like a half panel. And then
Yeah. I jumped on that because Teresa's a good friend, so I jumped on that and I saw you, man. I said, wow, this brother's doing some great stuff, so I gotta connect with the brother. And
That's
know,
what's up. That's what's up, man.
that's it.
Yeah,
And so,
that was my first time hearing her speak, man. And so I'm a big fan of Dr. Miles Monroe, man. My mother used to drag us to his services when we was little kids, man. I didn't like it then because I was like, dang, he's so long-winded. But now, just listening to him, like as I got older and matured, man, I was like, this guy was really dropping mad nuggets, like wisdom, like out of this world, man. Even then, when I was like young, like literally, like I was like a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I
right,
still listen to his stuff now that he's gone, you know what I'm saying?
serious,
YouTube's got the books and everything. Yeah.
serious knowledge,
Yeah.
serious knowledge, like for real.
Yeah.
And like changed my life. And we connected with her a couple of years back, and we've been pretty cool. And she's actually going to be on in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I had to get you on here, man, because I was like, this dude's doing too much for me not to, first of all, connect to a deeper level, and second of all, interview him and figure out what's going on in his life. You know what I mean? So we gonna jump straight in, man, if that's good with you.
Okay, yeah, we good.
So I'm gonna ask you just some real questions.
Okay.
So who is Wade Menendez?
Man, I mean, I'm just a young black man trying to just make a difference, man. I'm actually just trying to follow purpose and leave my impact on the world, bro. So I'm a master barber, author, husband, a father. Man, I'm a minister of music. I do a lot of stuff in ministry. Yeah.
Are you my brother for real? For real?
Yeah, bro. Like it's like so my mom and dad started the church when I was like 12. So I try to help. You know how it is being a PK. You kind of get in where you fit in. So I wear different roles. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man. So that's pretty much my titles, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I'm just trying to like just fulfill my purpose, bro. You know,
Yeah.
make impact. So been lately a lot of people been knowing me from teaching classes and doing the man weaves and the hair. I call it the hair units, but the man weaves and stuff like that. You know, that's really given me that big push in my career. The last probably like 2-3 years has been crazy, man. A lot of great promo, a lot of great publicity has come from doing that stuff and teaching classes. So I have a lot of students all over the world, man, that I've taught. It's been a blessing, man. Just just doing what I do, man. So I'm just grateful that God has me in this position to make impact for real. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
That's pretty dope, man. That's really cool. So I heard PK in there.
Yeah.
I'm a PK as well, which is why I joined that live. I Zoom. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a musician as well.
Come on now.
And I grew up in church. I started off with the drums at 6. I've been playing keys for the past about 12 years. I'm the minister of music at my church. It's crazy, man. I'm the assistant pastor at my church.
Wow.
I'm a real estate agent, licensed real estate agent.
I used to be a real estate agent, bro.
You let it go.
I let it go. It was too much. I'm trying to juggle everything, man. Like and I don't know, man. At the time, I don't think I was really ready for it. I wanted to do it, but my mindset wasn't focused.
Got you.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. But that was back in like 2012, 13, or something like that. I was doing.
Yeah, and so I saw some similarities, man, that I had to touch on because I'm an author as well. I write books. I'm not a barber.
All right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, brother.
And I don't own like 59,000 salons. So, you know what I'm saying?
Dang, bro.
But we connect on a lot of other stuff. So I thought that was pretty dope. So tell me about your upbringing, man. Tell me about how did you start? Like I know your parents started the ministry when you were 12. But tell me how about that. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Man, shoot. And of course, I grew up in church all my life. They started church when I was 12 in Annapolis. And, at the time, I was just starting to learn how to play. So then, they just started a new church. We in the basement of my house. So it pushed you to have to learn how to play a little more. I was, my mother used to tell me all the time, I was just banging on keys at first, but then they anointed my hands and, now, my God.
Come on now.
Yeah, no, but yeah, man, it's been cool, just having that foundation, man. I always I can remember even going to church, man. I used to love to go to church. Like some people was like, oh, no, I hated going to church and stuff like that as a kid. So I guess it's something that just, I don't know, man. It's just in me. You know, everybody don't have that same story, but I couldn't wait because also I think because I was so active in church too. You know what I'm saying? So when I was like you said, when I was like probably 8 years old, I was playing the drums in my church. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't wait to get in there and hop on the set. And then it went to keys and piano, organ, and stuff like that. So, like, you know, definitely, if we fellowship with the church that the band was dope, or you know, they had good music, but it was, you know, it was heavy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that was dope, bro. Dope experiences, man. I'm grateful for it, honestly, just having that background and having that foundation that was set, just teaching us the ways of God, bro, and you know, really teaching us what it is to love God and have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Not just religion, man. And that's one thing I thank God for my parents, man, because they really instilled that into us, really having a relationship with God and really teaching us the word and living what they preach. That's the thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of people that's out here and they're not perfect. They was never perfect, but at the same time, they love God and they really try to live what they preach. And I would see my parents like all the time, man. My mom and dad, like, they wasn't doing all that watching TV and you know what I mean, like just on the phone gossiping and a bunch of foolishness and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, I would see my parents like literally studying in the living room with their Bibles and the concordance and reading and trying to get a word and trying to just get more knowledge, and not just for Sunday, because a lot of us do it just for Sunday, just to have a word or whatever, but actually just for everyday life. And I appreciate that, man. So it's something that I hold on to right now. And, you know, like I said, I'm not perfect myself, but like it's about having that authentic relationship with God, and that's what I feel like. Because I have that, I feel like that's what the Lord has blessed me so much in my career, honestly, too. It's like, okay, I have skill, I have the favor of God, but I think because that relationship is where it is, and I'm on purpose, man. I'm trying to be on assignment for what God has me to do. And it's deeper than just cutting hair, man. It's really just making an impact and showing other barbers and even other people, man. I got a lot of people that's not even barbers and stylists, but it's like, man, I'm motivated by what, you know, I see you do. I'm starting my business and doing things because I see you doing it. And I didn't have an example really of business per se. Well, I can't say that because my parents did have businesses when I was younger too, but I didn't have an example, especially in the barber career field, of somebody that was doing what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, I just opened myself to God and just opened myself to learn new stuff and stay on top of my craft. And it's like God just having things like just line up. It's just stuff that is blowing my mind, honestly, bro. Like I never even imagined being on nobody's TV or being interviewed by this and that, and having my work seen on, you know, by the greatest people, you know what I'm saying, the people that we consider the greatest in the world. And so it's humbling, bro. It's really humbling, man. So I'm just grateful because, like I said, I mean, I'm just fulfilling my purpose, bro. That's it.
Yeah, man. You said some great stuff, man, there. You know, I think you really touched on something that unfortunately a lot of people don't appreciate, which is going to church nowadays or attending fellowship. And you mentioned that was very important. You enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I was there all the time. I was very involved, like you. My friends was there. It was cool. It was fun. You know, we fellowship with other people, dope musicians, and we would share it. You know what I mean? And it was those type of events. And then it was a real relationship. What you said, like my mom and my dad, man, they was real about it. Like it wasn't no fluff. It wasn't no religion type of thing. They lived everything that they preached, which I feel even deeper connection because there's not too many people that can say that, sadly.
That's some real stuff, bro. Of course, we done seen a lot, especially our friends and people around us, surrounded us. You see a lot of fraud stuff, which is why a lot of people are church hurt too now. At this point, a lot of people don't want to go to church. They don't want to step foot in the church because it's like, nah, they phony. They ain't, you know, they're just about money or whatever the case may be. But you know what I mean? It's just like just being able to have another aspect of that, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful.
Grateful for you, man, for that. Thank you for sharing that. So now you grew up in Maryland. Maryland is not necessarily the best of areas. I mean, I don't mean to offend, brother. I'm sorry.
All right, so hold on. All right, so listen. You know there are different parts of Maryland. All right, so where have you been? Where part of Maryland you been to? Have you been? Yeah.
I'm judging.
About what you heard.
I am judging. I am actually judging right now because I've not been to Maryland. So
Lord, that judgmental spirit, I'll tell you.
I know.
No, but
we're still working on me, bro.
No, bro. So Baltimore, all right. So Baltimore is you watch TV, you watch The Wire and all that stuff. Baltimore is kind of the hood in different places. But then there's also great parts of Baltimore and stuff like that. Maryland has pockets, man. It's you got the hood, and you got the wealthy areas where we have a lot of millionaires, and a lot of especially PG County has a lot of successful, like well-to-do Black professionals that are here. So it's like a good melting pot of everything. Honestly, I feel like
I mean, it's close to those Washington area and all that stuff. So you got kind of like the Black, in my opinion, you got Atlanta, which is like considered a Black Mecca, but Washington has a lot of great, successful Black people too. So I'm sure that drips down into Maryland,
Yeah.
That's crazy. So growing up there, man, I'm sure that you had influences from other areas. Like it's great that we had the influence from church and great parents and whatnot. Had influences from different areas that may have caused us to make a decision as to what life we're going to make. We had to be able to weigh our options. Right. So what was the aha moment in your life? So I think everybody has one, right? The aha moment meaning the moment where everything turned around for you, the moment where it finally clicked in your mind as to this is what I'm going to do. What was that point that made you say, you know what, I'm turning everything around, I'm focused on this? Yeah, I'm gonna let you go from there.
I think I've had a few of them, like maybe two. So when it came to my career, because like, all right, when I was younger, man, I was trying to figure it out. I was like probably like 19, 20-ish. And, I was working retail. I was a paper boy. I worked with my father. He had a painting and maintenance company. I was trying to figure out, man, just different stuff, figure out what I wanted to do for my career. And then I went to barber school because it was a passion of mine, just to cut hair. I've been cutting my hair since I was 12, and I started cutting my friends' hair probably about 18. I was like cutting little boys at the church, what I'm saying? Pull up in the back, I'm cutting some of the single mothers that, probably couldn't afford to go to the barbershop. I was just cutting their sons or whatever, started with my brother, different stuff like that. And so, man, I went to barber school after I did all these other jobs, and I went to college for about a year and a half, and I dropped out, what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, I can't work and do college or whatever. But I'm like, all right, cool, I got to figure something else out. My mother was so mad at me, she was hot, because, my family, we also are Bahamian, and like this, my family, they big on education. They big on getting a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure don't be dumb out here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So she was mad, but at the end of the day, I was like, Ma, just trust me. We're gonna make this happen. You know what I'm saying? So I had got a certificate in business administration. So that coupling with barbering, I thought, I was like, okay, I think we can make something happen. But I still wasn't sure. I wasn't sold on it all the way. I was like, okay, what I mean? Because like I didn't have an example or like somebody that I could look up to and say, hey, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, every barber want to have their own shop, but I didn't think big picture. It wasn't a big picture, or having multiple locations, or being a celebrity barber, or doing set work and all that stuff. Not until I got into barber school, and that's when the aha moment went for me. So it was, I was in barber school, and then I was connected to Little Mo. She came to barber school, pulled up on me from a cut that she seen. My boy Elliot connected that, and I started traveling with her, bro. And then that's when it was like, wow, okay,
wow,
this could be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So got a website. I got out at some of her shows, at her let-outs, passing out flyers, what I'm saying, of my work. That's stuff I never seen done, what I'm saying? But her kind of putting some things in my ear and kind of just coaching me through some stuff, I was like, okay, this could be a whole brand. Like this could, you know, marketing myself and making moves and stuff like that, man. So I think that was one of the aha moments, the main one to keep me barbering, like, you know what I'm saying? And seeing not only was it just, you know, just doing that, but just seeing the lives that I can impact and just touch. And as time progressed, just seeing how people are just were depending on me and like just, you know, barbers. I don't know, man. We are very important. They everybody was fun. It was joking because when, you know, when the COVID started, they were saying how barbershops are not essential. But I'm like,
Right.
no, we definitely are essential. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. So
For sure. That's awesome, man. Like that's awesome, man. How it went from Little Mo pulled up off of your work and then took you with her on the road, man. That's very inspiring to people that's interested in business and even interested in barbering. Like I know my brother, he does barbering, he owns his own shop or whatnot, but that is very inspiring to people. Now, a lot of people would have looked at that and said, well, he didn't go to college, he ain't finished college, right? Talk to me about like me. I went all the way through college. You know, I got my doctorate. I went all the way through, but that's not everybody's journey.
Not everybody's journey, bro.
Yeah.
You got to find your lane. You got to figure out what is it that you want to do, man. And like I said, like barbering, you know, people, I think until more recently, people used to look at our industry and be like, oh, you just a barber. It's funny because people still kind of do that to me. So I don't tell them, like, I don't run my accolades and run, you know, what I've been doing or whatever the case may be. And they be like, you know, they'll be like, okay, so what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a barber. And I like to just do it like that. I'm not going to ask the barber, hair unit replacement specialist and all that. No, I'm just a barber. And then it's funny because I was, they didn't know I was getting an award. All right, so real quick little story. I was in Connecticut. I was getting an award at an event. The girls that were sitting at my table didn't know I was one of the honorees or whatever. So they asked, you know, what do you do or whatever. So, you know, then they call my name or whatever, run all my stuff or whatever, and then I come back, I get my award and everything. I come back, sit down. She was like, "So you're more than just a barber. You didn't say like what do you know?" But at the end of the day, it's like people look down on this profession. You know what I'm saying? And I think like now, I think it's whatever you want to do. You brand yourself, you market yourself, be the best in your industry that you can be. I think that it can be major. I have made more money than I've ever thought in my life. I have a lot of friends, and I'm just going back to your question now. I have a lot of friends that are doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that, and I still made more money. Even before the new thrust of business that I've gotten, I still was making more than them before all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, it's not about, oh, you got to go to college or I have this degree and all that stuff. No, at the end of the day, go learn a trade, be professional in what you're doing, be consistent, brand yourself, market yourself, and that's really all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
In this time, in this world, man, it's really, those are the keys, man. It's not about, and mad people are still in debt because they went to school, still paying off student loans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just talking, I get it, bro. I was talking to one of my family members, man. I'm like, damn, yo, you still paying student loans?
And listen,
Crazy.
I got off good.
Yeah.
I got off good.
But sometimes it's a, if you don't really need to go to college, and I'm an advocate for college, go.
Sure.
But figure out what you want to do first and see if college is needed for your industry, you know, or for what you got to do. You can take some classes. Maybe don't go do the whole thing. Take some business classes. Go take some credits, you know what I'm saying, here, and learn, get the information, and then keep it moving.
Man, I love what you said, because it's like, so we spend all these thousands of dollars on these classes that you honestly will never use, and then you kind of thrust it into college thinking that is the only option.
Yep.
And then you get into college and you figure out, you change your major like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times, and at that time you didn't waste the time. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that I'm an advocate for college, getting education again, but the fact that you was able to tap into what you love to do, something you're good at doing, and just really take that to the 10th level, you know, and I think that's amazing. Now, what made you different than other barbers though? What did you do differently? Because you're honestly, man, your brand is serious, and what God has allowed you to do is phenomenal. So what was the difference though?
Honestly, man, the difference is favor, bro, and the hand of God, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the anointing makes the difference.
Come on now. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Let's do a jump on that big salmon. Come on, don't do it.
Hey. No, but real talk, bro. Honestly, God, bro, honestly, like, because, all right, and there's a few practical things here too. Sure. So, I believe a lot of people are skilled. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of barbers out here that have skill, but they lack character. They lack the integrity that needs to go with them. And I talk about that all the time, because it's like, you can have all the skill, you can cut circles around people, but if your personality, your character is not intact, and your integrity not intact, bro, that's gonna keep you out of a lot of rooms. It's gonna keep you out of a lot of things, because people can't trust you when you get there. You go there, they hire you for something, and then you make a whole mess of the whole situation because you're, you know what I'm saying, because your character ain't in place. So I think that is definitely one big piece. And then on top of that, man, nobody can touch the favor of God. The favor of God, man, like that will make ways out of no way. It would have you places that you never thought that. And you know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's really what tops it, because I don't deserve this stuff that I'm getting right now. You know what I'm saying? But because the Lord saw fit to put me in this position, man, and it's like it continues to blow my mind. But I trust Him and I love God, and I try to do what's right, bro. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I try to do what's right, and so I believe the Lord, He rewards and honors that. And I'm like anybody asks me, like, how'd you get it? How'd you do it? I didn't have no 10-step plan. I didn't have no big plan. I just try to do right by people, do my job, be consistent, and honor God.
Man, I love it, bro. You teach him, man, and I think people got to understand that, like, because there's always this quote unquote system to success.
Yeah.
You know? And I think honestly, sometimes there's some common principles, but really it's different for each person.
It is.
And because everybody didn't write out their 10-year goal. Everybody didn't write out, this is what I want to be in 10 years. Some people just literally stay true to God and walk fearlessly in what they wanted to do. And then the rest happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love what you're saying, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, when you trust God, because everybody's reality, everybody's truth is a little different. Your path may be a little different. You know what I'm saying? I know what works for me, and how I got here. That's all I can speak for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so everybody's path may not be the same, but you're welcome to try it. Trust God and see where it take you. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, and I feel like you're gonna win if you do that. You know what I mean? And just work on you, man. Like, I spent years. Even like I went through a lot of just trying stuff in my life, man. I did counseling. I worked on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to, like I said, do right by people. Just watch, okay, how I treat people. And I'm not perfect, because sometimes it's impossible to please everybody.
For sure.
That you just not going, it just ain't gonna work. But at the end of the day, man, I try to do as much as I can to better myself as a man. You know, period. You know, just better myself on all levels, not just one aspect, you know. And I'm still working through some stuff, but at the end of the day, man, it's just about putting that time and, you know, just putting that energy and that time into you, and actually building your spirit, man, as well. And I think the sky's the limit if you do that.
I love it, bro. I love it, bro. So I got a couple more questions for you. I know you're a busy man, but 2020. It's been a crazy year. How was that impacting you, your way of thinking, maybe your creativity? How did it impact maybe your ministry, your business? What's your thoughts about 2020?
Man, 2020, I made some posts too, man. 2020 been a year, bro.
Right.
Yeah. There's been some great things that happened out of 2020, but there's also, I mean, of course, we all are suffering from 2020 in the sense of just adapting, I guess was what I should say. It has put us in a place where we had no choice but to just adapt, man. And so a lot of people are also over here losing their mind. They
Bruh,
mental health is on the it's going to rising.
for sure.
People are losing it because they don't know how to cope or manage. You got people dying. You got people just just depressed because they don't they lost jobs or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And so it's a weird place. But for those of us that really trust God and really, and I hate to be the guy that's always trying to act like I'm spiritual and nothing like that, but this is something I live by, honestly,
Bruh,
man.
you sound like me. I feel you.
No,
I mean, it worked for me. It is what it
it
is.
it does, man. And the Bible talks about He keeps those in perfect peace whose minds stayed on Him, man. And it's like you have to in this time, bro. I'm not even just that, but and I get attacked. I feel like I get like I got a lot of warfare that comes against me on all levels, right?
Yeah.
But I have to keep that place, that frame of mind, and just understanding, who I'm serving, who's fighting for me, you know what I'm saying? And so that's one aspect of it. But I also have been thriving, even in this pandemic, bro, like where a lot of people have been losing and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. When you really trust God, He's never going to have His people without, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care however it comes, but at the end of the day, man, honestly, bro, I've been eating like more through this pandemic than before the pandemic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah, and it's like opportunities and different things are happening, bro. Like, and so I'm just grateful, bro. Like, honestly, but this year it's been crazy. It's something that we really had to adapt to when it first started. Man, I was about to lose my mind a little bit because I was like, dang, how am I handle this? How am I handle it? I got a new baby about to come into this world. You know what I'm saying? I can't work how I'm supposed to and this and that. And God was like, nigga, you gonna trust me or not?
Trust me or
not? You know what I'm saying? So literally, I had to be like, all right. Listen, you got this. You got it. Bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, just watching and seeing how God is orchestrating things, man, it's been amazing, bro. Honestly. And everything's not perfect. I'm not trying to be like everything's perfect, but at the end of the day, the things that are not perfect, He still keeps me in that. Like He's keeping things together even with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's dope. But I admonish everybody, man. Work on it. If you need to go to counseling, do that. If you need to, whatever we got to do, and it's a time to really do some self-evaluation because a lot of us we relied on a lot of different things before this pandemic, and all the crutches and all the things are getting pulled, and so you can't, where you would, even for me, I'll be honest. My pastime, I love traveling. First of all, I love, I would find different things that I love to do. But man, I can't do no more for real.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy, and now you just got to deal with what the reality is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's almost like completely slowed everything down here and caused us to pay attention to the things we didn't want to, like ourselves and Him. And He just completely took away, quote unquote, the name of busy. That we tried to cover everything up with the word busy.
Yeah.
Took busy away.
Yeah.
We destroyed busy, so we ain't got no type of excuse as to what we're gonna do this year. Okay, now sit down and actually deal with yourself.
Exactly.
Deal with your family, deal with God. This year has been a pivotal year. I think it's almost like the close of a chapter, but the beginning of a new one. And it's crazy, man. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing. I totally agree. So I'm gonna throw some names at you, throw some things at you. I just want to the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that wasn't on the list. Yeah.
It was. All right. Okay.
You good though. You good. I got your back. You good. The W hair loss.
Okay.
What comes to mind?
Those are my shops.
Those are your shops. He said, my shops, right?
we out here. We in Maryland. We got 2 in Maryland and 1 in Atlanta.
Let's go back. What made you start that though?
So, I started the first one, honestly, because I've always wanted to have my own shop, you know what I mean? Yeah. But when I was doing it, So it's let me rephrase that. If it was up to me, I would have waited some more time before I did it, right? But I had some clients that was like, bro, you got to get out of this little room. So I was in a little salon suite, which is like a small room, and that was working out. I had a space for 2 people in there. You know what I'm saying? And so it's cool. I was doing that for 2 years. I was comfortable. I was content in that.
Yeah,
I was. But my clients was like, nah, bro, you gotta get a shop. So when you gonna get a shop? And so I tried to I tell this little testimony too sometimes, man. So I tried to go to a bank, get money, get a loan or whatever, and they was like, nah, bro, we can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I went back and started saving some money. So I was like, okay, cool. The loan thing not gonna work because I didn't have enough going at the time. So saved. Probably at that point, I probably saved about $10,000, and the same clients came back and was like, all right, so what's up? I know you didn't get the money for the shop, the loan or whatever. So what's it gonna take for you to get a shop? And I was like, I just threw out a number. I was like, I need like 20 G's. What's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, that's it. I was like, well, make it 30, bro. Like, I mean, what's up? You know what I'm saying? No, but so literally, bro. In 2 weeks, I had a check for $20,000, right?
Wow.
The agreement was I cut their hair for free, and that would be the interest per se, and I paid them back the $20,000 in monthly installments, all right?
Yeah.
So literally 4 months had passed. Like I was cutting their hair, whatever. I was giving them checks. They would not cash them joints. They would not cash them joints. And I've had that shop, since 2011. Since 2011. And so to this day, not one dime that I had to pay. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all wonder why I trust God and all glory to God like I do. That is unheard of. That does not happen. So even to this day, now it's almost like God sent them his angels and blessings to bless me, and they vanished because I don't even cut their hair no more. Every once in a while, I may try to send a message and just be like, like, hey, everything good. They done changed numbers now. I don't even know how to find the people no more.
See, somebody wrote in the comments, they said, literally, angel investor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's real stuff. And the blessings of God, bro. I mean, this is stuff that happens when you really trust God, man.
Man, I love it, man. You blessing us today. You blessing us. Another one, The Success Factor, your book.
That is my book. So I wrote that book when the whole influx of popularity, I guess, and fame came, from the HBO thing and all the stuff that was happening. A lot of people was hitting me. I was like, hey, bro, like, I want to know your story. Like, how did you get here? Like, what made you successful and this and that? And so a lot of people think that, success is because I made, over $1 million or whatever the case may be, or a certain amount of money or whatever the case may be, right? I'm like, it's not just because of that. Success, what makes a person successful is you dealing with, like, as we talked about it, you pretty much having a goal and accomplishing it, okay? You also have to deal with your ego. You got to deal with your emotions. You have to deal with your character, different stuff, finding out what your purpose is. I talk about all this stuff in the book. Your purpose, having a vision for your life. We talk about spirituality a little bit in there. We talk about saving. A lot of us are bad with money, man, that's one blessing that I did receive. Like my mom always taught me, because her dad taught her, you get $1, put away 50 cents. You can't put away 50 cents, you put away a quarter. And a lot of us live from week to week, from check to check, man. And that's not the way. And this pandemic has taught us, hopefully it has taught us, you got to save something. Listen, because if not, you never know when stuff gonna be pulled from under you. You're gonna lose a job, or something's gonna happen, and then you short. You should always have about 6 months to a year in your bank account just to rely on. You just never know what may happen. And so I thank God that that's a principle that I learned. And so these are things that help you be successful. You know what I'm saying? Being a good steward over what you have, being a good steward over your money, over your finances, over the things that you have. You know what I mean? So Those are all keys. So the book is the Success Factor: 12 Keys to Help You Win in Life. You
I
know,
love,
I talked about me, you know, dealing with my emotions, all that kind of stuff, going to counseling, all that stuff. So all that stuff is in the book.
love it. Make sure
So
you pick that up, right? You got to pick it up.
yeah, it's on Barnes and Nobles, Amazon.com, all that stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you got to
Go to
drop.
my website. You go to my website and get that. Okay?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I get the, you know, Amazon, they take about 40 to 50%.
Don't they?
Fees.
Don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they trying to eat. They trying to eat.
And they eating well. They eating well. I tell people, if you want my books, you come talk to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Come
so I can
on,
get the majority of this percentage now. I'll print it myself and bring it to you.
Hey,
You
bro.
know?
Old time.
Yes, sir, man. Okay, music. What comes to mind?
Music. I mean, well, I love music, and you know, I'm the type, you know, fun times for me, which is kind of shot right now. I used to go to like different live music venues, or you know, go see the homies play somewhere. Anywhere with live music, I love it. You know, but yeah, that's no longer happening right now.
I
But
feel you. Not right now.
but yeah, I'm a musician. I play keys in organ, as we were talking about. Yeah, every Sunday, you know, you'll find me on somebody's keyboard or organ if I'm in town mostly every Sunday now anyway. So, but yeah,
That's dope, man. That's dope. That's dope. So with all the success you had, how do you survive success? And what I mean by that, I think you know what I'm talking about, because success can be a monster, you know. But how do you survive success? How do you maintain who you are through success?
I mean, we talked about those things that you know, dealing with your character and your integrity, and just being grounded, staying humble. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, some people let success, you know, they get this sense of false reality and get big headed, and they also get so untouchable that, you know, nobody can talk to them and stuff like that.
yeah.
And that's just something that I can't afford to do. That's just not, it's not that deep, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of that comes from a lack of, well, it comes from their insecurities.
Absolutely.
The things that they've been through, and now that you have to act like you better than somebody, or you've arrived now because this is your first time. Some people love power, and I think this is crazy, because I always talk about this. Even like there's some people that they jump to be pastors or preachers or be in some level of power.
Yeah.
You ain't never been nothing all your life, so now you want to be something so that people can respect you and be in a position, and so you abuse the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And so it goes to, once again, dealing with your stuff, bro.
Man.
Deal with those things that you're trying to cover up, or whatever the case may be, or throw under the rug and stuff like that. So once you really deal with you, man, you really can be like, the sky's the limit. You can plateau. You can soar and stay there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that yeah, man, I think these are things that help me, you know what I'm saying? And that's also the flip side of that, is there is a lot of stuff that comes with success. Like, you got a lot of people that's trying to, you know, throw dirt on your name. They trying to, you know, get you caught up. Or a lot of people, man, yeah, it's just like, you just got to watch you, because they use you. They trying to get something from you and stuff like that. And so it is crazy, because I hear this, I used to hear this all the time, but like, the higher you go, the smaller your circle will become sometimes. And so I know a lot of people, like I know a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it's not, I don't call everybody a friend, you know what I'm saying? Because you just call sometimes who you can trust, because of the level of success, or whatever the case may be, because people do have ulterior motives, and you gotta figure out what you're here for, you know what I'm saying? Discernment, I feel, is very key in those instances, man. And just praying, I even pray to God, it heightens my discernment even more, man. And just
Absolutely.
like more that I can see through some stuff. But a lot of stuff you will be able to see when you really spend that time in prayer and and spend the time. And sometimes, you know, we're not ignorant of the devices, but sometimes we do get ignorant because you ain't been in prayer. And
You ain't been
I'm
in.
guilty of that myself. You
You
feel me?
get busy.
Yeah, you
Right.
busy. You know what I'm saying? You got other things you doing and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, man, it's really those are key elements there though.
Yeah, man. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and even when you're in prayer, man, you know, sometimes it takes time to get sometimes into that place where you need to get into.
Yeah.
That high place where you in his presence, and that's where all the juicy nuggets and everything is. And sometimes putting that effort to get there is like, oh my God, I don't feel like pushing through all the what's going on in the atmosphere and all that stuff. But you know what it is.
Yeah.
Man, so Antioch Christian School.
Dang, you did your research, brother.
Come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Yes, sir.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
hey, so listen. Hey, yo. Antioch was an experience that I will never forget Antioch. I don't know if some of the Saints is on here watching right now. So listen, Antioch is my high school, okay?
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
I went to Christian school pretty much from 4th grade to 12th.
Yeah.
It was 2 Christian schools. So one was House of Prayer, which was in the basement of a church.
Yep.
We grew up outside, bro. So listen, my parents was not playing. They're like, no, we get you out of public school. You gonna go to this church school. They're gonna teach you the word and they're gonna pray. We had devotion. We had Tuesday was service. We had service at school. It was crazy. But I appreciate this stuff because also even at House of Prayer, bro. So when I would finish my work, they'd let me go practice on the organ. That was one of the highlights of my day.
For real?
Yeah, I finished my work because it was in the basement of the church. So upstairs, they got the organ, the whole nine. So if I finish my work before, you know what I'm saying, whatever, before school, and they was like, yeah, you go practice or whatever, because we had a school choir too. So it was just like, yeah, I was playing for the school choir anyway. But anyway, Antioch. So Antioch is a great school. It was just a culture shock. So I went from House of Prayer to Antioch Christian School, where I don't know if you know about UPC. UPC is an organization, and that's what Antioch is under. So pretty much, the women don't cut their hair. The men there's no facial hair. So even my little peach fuzz I was growing, I had to shave it off. I couldn't be 6 inches of a girl. So it felt like military. It felt like military.
You say y'all couldn't be 6 inches?
You get like literally.
They were really living that pandemic life, right?
You better not touch. You better not touch. Taste not. Listen.
Oh my gosh, yo!
But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's a little,
It kept you clean. I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? But I when there's so many rules, and growing up in church, and a lot of the people that I grew up with, because it was so many strict rules, you couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
They end up wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So it's about, and then it's just like, and half of them don't come back. And so.
Yeah, it's balancing. We can talk a lot about that.
Yeah, we got to balance that thing out. But anyway, so Antioch, that's where I graduated from, bro. And I appreciate my 2 years there. It taught me a lot. It was definitely a good experience. And on when we graduated, bro, they laid hands on us, spoke in tongues over us and everything, bro. It was.
Come on now.
Yo, it was the churchiest school I ever been to in my life.
Yo.
No, but it was dope though. It was dope. I don't think they have it no more though. I think they closed it down. Man. But
I caught up. They got caught on up.
Oh God.
This guy's crazy, man. This is crazy.
Yo.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
Okay. What comes to mind, and this is gonna be my last one before I give you the last question. What comes to mind when you hear Wade Menendez?
All right. Hold up. So what comes to mind when I hear my name?
Not necessarily just here. I said here, but more so I was talking about these names that what comes to mind first when I say Wade Menendez, what comes to mind?
Oh man. I mean, pretty much what I said before, man. Just a brother that's trying to like grind and make impact and fulfill purpose.
Yes, sir.
That's really it, bro. I'm out here I'm not just like just doing whatever for no reason, you know. So
Feel you.
it's just trying to make an impact and show other people what's attainable
Yeah.
when you stay, you know, stay focused and really keep God first, honestly, bro. So
Man, I've appreciated this conversation, brother. It's powerful, it's impactful. I think people were blessed by it. Now I'm gonna end it with this question. What's the greatest lesson you've learned in 2020 so far?
All right. So the greatest lesson, I think, would be just figuring out what's important and sticking to
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
You know, it goes back to what you were saying with the whole, you know, just what's important is what we need to focus on. You know, a lot of us had had a lot of stuff going on beforehand, and so God had a way of slowing us down and just having us kind of just sit back and just be like, okay, listen, you need to put your time into something else. Put your attention to what really matters. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I think that's the greatest thing that I've learned. Really, just refocusing my attention on some things. And then, of course, I got my little daughter now too, so it automatically.
I one too. I got a little girl. Oh
yeah, dope. How old is she?
18 months. No, 19 months. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Lord,
All right.
don't tell the mom, please. 19 months.
That's
19 months. And so she's into everything. She's upstairs running right now, trying to be.
Oh man.
I'm making sure it's not getting caught on the video. But it's cool, brother. It's cool.
Yeah, bro. No, that's cool. That's cool, man. It's been a joy and an experience altogether already, man. Team No Sleep for real. That's why I'm
Sure.
Yeah. But it's a blessing, man. I can't wait till she started doing the whole running thing and I see her character and her, you know, see her whole personality.
Is this your first one, second one?
This is my first one. I have a stepdaughter too, though.
Okay. How old is the stepdaughter?
She's 10. She's about to be 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm praying for you, man.
Listen, bro. I got my work cut out for me, bro.
She gonna start running? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But man, yo, brother, it has absolutely been phenomenal. I'm so glad I connected to you. I feel your heart, and I know you're genuine. And it seems like our upbringings is identical in so many ways. Some of what we do is very identical. So I want to definitely stay connected to you, man.
Most definitely.
God bless you, man. Thank you for sharing your time. I know you're busy. I'm sure people were blessed, but I'm gonna make sure I have it on the replay, and I'll drop it on a YouTube channel so people can make sure they watch it as well. Thank you for everything, man. And if you need anything, keep me in mind. If you need anything.
Hey, what area? You in Ohio? Where are you?
Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I did a class there last year. I think it was last year.
You did a class?
Yeah.
Like you came through?
Yeah, I came and did a class in Columbus. We had it at some hotel. It's like kind of like in the downtown area. It was cool.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Was it for barber or a life coach?
Oh yeah, the hair unit class that I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you come through, let me know. I make sure we'll pack that thing out for you, brother.
Yes,
I can.
I got you, bro. We'll definitely be in touch and stay connected for sure. Thank you for having me, man.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon, man.
Okay, man.
All right.
All right, now.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. God bless y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Come back in about 2 weeks. Charissa Monroe.